about to eat good. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl ShaniceAlisha, and welcome to the very first episode of Good Eats with Shanice. And I am your host, ShaniceAlisha, and of course here we have my co-host. This is going to be a shrimp and veggie stir fry tutorial, cook with me, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm here for it. Every name in the book, we've got it. So as you guys see, I do have my ingredients here on the side. When I am preparing to cook, whether I'm filming or not, y'all, it is so essential and very beneficial to go ahead and lay out your ingredients, especially if you're a new cooker or you're someone who has to multitask while cooking. This makes getting the job done a whole lot easier and a lot faster. Instead of while you're cooking having to stop and chop some onions, grate some cheese, you know, pour a little milk, just have it all ready to grab and kind of go. Now, another thing that I do like to do is marinate my meats. However, since we're using shrimp today, just like any other fish, it holds seasoning a whole lot better than tougher meats like steak or chicken that kind of need a little marination to get the flavor working within. But y'all, if I do say so myself, can we have some puff appreciation? Come on, get a puff some, get a puff some light, cause that puff is great. Now, let me stop playing with these lights, y'all. I'm getting a little hot. Anyway, I did say that I would go ahead and bring this segment to my channel a little bit faster than what I anticipated, what I planned for. But you know what? I said I'm cooking tonight and I might as well just film it. Put your lights up and film. Today's lights, complimentary of Amazon. Can somebody say yes, baby? The lights. I love it. So I will kind of put a close-up of the ingredients that I'm using. Now, I cook, okay? I cook. So it's really difficult for me to tell you an exact measurement. You kind of just season and dash with love, but I will do my very best to kind of let you guys know what I'm working with. Primarily, I shop at Kroger whenever I am getting my groceries, so everything that I'm using today is fresh, not frozen. So my broccoli came in one of those big $4.99 bags. They're in the produce section. If you shop there, you know that where the lettuce and all the raw vegetables are, you'll see these bags and already separated vegetables. Kroger does it for you, so shout out to them. It is the Kroger brand, and I use half of that to fill this bowl, and that is what I'll be using for the recipe today. I also did a small container of mushrooms. They're about $1.99, and I did half of that container because I didn't really need the whole thing to satisfy the amount of meat that I have. I also chopped 1/4 of an onion, and then I use a tablespoon of garlic. I will also prep my pan with olive oil. You guys will see that, and I'll show you all of the seasonings that I am using. Now, this recipe can stretch or you can condense it. It's totally up to you. I'm making it for about 2 or 3 days, so that's the proportions that I know I will need personally. I will leave every single ingredient that I use down below in the description box in case you guys need something to come back and reference to. I don't necessarily know if I'll leave the step-by-step instructions because that's what you're watching the video for. Hey there, guys. No voiceover. I'm here live in the flesh. It's your girl. So what I'm about to do is transfer my meat into a silver bowl. If you're using something like chicken and other meats that have a lot of blood and come with a lot of bacteria, I love to use these bowls because it's not plastic, no bacteria will stay. I'm kind of a clean freak, so this is what I like to season up my meat in, and I'm going to do that with my shrimp. So with fresh clean hands, I'm just going to transfer all of my shrimp in here. Now, I do have pre-cooked tail on, already peeled and deveined shrimp. If you want to use a different type of shrimp, that is totally up to you, but this is what I wanted to use for today's tutorial because it just helps the job go by a little bit faster. So I'm going to rinse my hands really quickly, and then I'm going to get into what seasonings I like to use. All right, guys, hands down, favorite seasoning, Tony's, the original Creole seasoning. They do have another type, but this one, green bottle, baby, you can guarantee I'm using it for everything. So the motion that I like to season is this back and forth, kind of like in a Z type pattern. You don't have to use a lot of seasoning. I do not suggest you do your seasoning like this. Cook with love, y'all. Another favorite of mine is garlic powder. I almost put garlic powder on everything, especially if I'm using minced garlic to cook. I will use garlic powder, of course, to season my meat. Same motion here. We're just going to go back and forth in that Z pattern. Next up in the rotation is onion powder. This is another favorite of mine, especially when I'm using any type of onions in the recipe. I will use onion powder to season my meat as well. I don't know about y'all, but I like a nice kind of herbal taste. So oregano is another favorite of mine, and I'm going to use that to season my shrimp as well. So this motion, you can kind of do this a little differently because there are small leaves coming out of here. So I do kind of like to do the bouncing method instead of the Z method, because you won't get any product out with that Z method. So if you know your girl, I am one of those people who like to garnish and decorate their food. So of course, we've got parsley. This particular one is by McCormick. You can get these ingredients anywhere, y'all. They don't have to be this brand. They all pretty much taste alike. All right, guys. So lastly, I'm going to be using some paprika. This is going to give it a nice kind of, I don't know, like smoked spicy kind of taste, but it's not as direct heat as cayenne pepper. So I'm just going to lightly sprinkle that on my shrimp, and now my shrimp is ready to be tossed. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a visual. That is the shrimp that we're working with. So now I'm going in just to stir my shrimp. I want to make sure that all of the seasoning hits each and every shrimp in there, nice and distributed. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side and start working on my vegetables. So that is what we're working with. All of our shrimp are nice and seasoned up. They look so delish, guys. Let me bring it closer. They look so good. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side, prep my pan, and get ready to put in the vegetables. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Another angle, guys. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Shanice. So now, about to go ahead and get the entire process going. As I said, I'm going to lightly coat my pan with some olive oil. This is Kroger brand, and it's almost empty, but we don't need a lot because, as I said, this is a healthy recipe. So I'm going to pour it right there in the middle of my pan, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it because it's done anyway and I won't need any more of it. I'm going to start with the vegetables because they're crunchy. They take more time to cook, and I don't necessarily need to cook the shrimp as long because, like I said, it is pre-cooked. However, if you do have raw shrimp, it will take a little bit longer than the shrimp that I actually picked up for this recipe. Setting my stove here to medium heat. And just going to allow my olive oil to heat up a bit. So I'm just going to kind of disperse it around the pan, and then I'm gonna go in with my minced garlic, my onions, and my mushrooms, then my broccoli, and lastly my shrimp. We're gonna cover it down, let it simmer a little bit before we add in our teriyaki sauce, let it cook through, and we'll be done, y'all. So it's been a few minutes and I'm just going in. The more runny your oil becomes, the hotter it is. You know, rule of thumb if you guys didn't know that. So as you see, it's kind of moving along the pan a lot faster. So it's pretty warm. I'm gonna let it sit for just a few more seconds and then go in with my garlic. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Hey, I wanna dance with somebody. Yay, yay, yay. With somebody who loves me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Love me. Ooh. So as you see, brief intermission with my good singing. I'm just kind of working this garlic in. If your pot is too hot, you will know, but this is a perfect temperature. Nice and sizzle, sizzle, baby. So this is gonna go on for about maybe a minute or two. Go ahead and get that olive oil nice and flavorful before I go in with my onions and my mushrooms. So while those vegetables kind of work a little bit and really get that heat going throughout them, I want to mention that you can use any vegetable that you please. It does not have to be these specific vegetables. They're just a favorite of mine and they work for me. You can use carrots, substitute something for the onions. You can use bell peppers, whatever you please. Alright guys, so broccoli is one of those vegetables that will eventually shrink as it cooks. So I'm going to kind of let that work a little bit. However, I'm going to go in and season my broccoli now. I'm going to take my Tony's, like I said, my favorite seasoning, and just kind of hit that back and forth motion. It is totally up to you. You do not have to go in and season anymore if you do not want to. I just like to season the entire dish to taste because I know that my shrimp will not hold it down for everybody. As you guys see, I like to go in occasionally and kind of stir up all my ingredients just to make sure that I keep the consistency working and every single vegetable is able to get a little bit of that good flavor and heat going to it. While this works in and cooks a little bit, I'm going to move on to washing some dishes because, like I mentioned, I do like to clean as I go, so I keep my stove top clean and I like to keep my dishes in and out. So when you're done cooking, you're already finished with the hardest part. New angle, you thought I was gone, but I'm back. So like I said, I do like to wash my dishes as I go. Everything that I will not be using, I might as well wash them and get them out of the way. So that goes for my cutting board and my bowl. I'm not sure about you guys, but once I'm done cooking, I like to eat. And this helps speed up the process. Keep your kitchen clean. You can entertain when doing methods like this. And y'all, it's just so beneficial. It's so beneficial because if you catch the itis after you eat, guess what's already done? Your dishes. Now, this may work for seasoned cookers. If you're new and you have a hard time with multitasking, you might want to stick to one thing at a time. Get you a little helper that can wash your dishes for you. You and babe cooking, you wash, babe cook, babe wash, you cook, whatever the case may be. But this is just how I like to get down. Hey y'all, new angle, what's up? As you see, the broccoli is shrinking and the amount of olive oil we used was perfect. It's cooking the food so nice, not burning, nothing is getting stuck to the bottom of the pan. Everything has a nice and coated layer of well greased honor. Okay, so as you see here, I'm just mixing it up a little bit and I'm going to go ahead in with my shrimp. You do not have to take the tails off if you don't mind working while you're eating. I prefer to leave them on. However, depending upon what type of shrimp you get, you will, you know, either have tails on or tails off. It's totally up to you. So I got my shrimp in here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of disperse it throughout. Then I'm going to put my cap on it to allow the shrimp to simmer in with the food and cook really well. And then we'll come back for the final touches. And this recipe, y'all, is almost done. Weeknight dinner. Nice, quick, simple, healthy. Okay? Alright guys, so it's been about 10 minutes. I did not keep it covered the entire time because my shrimp was already cooked and I didn't want the broccoli to get too soggy. So maybe about 5 minutes in, I took the lid off and allowed it to do just what it's doing right now. I'm about to go in with my teriyaki sauce. I don't have an exact measurement. I do just like to shake it well and then move in with it all around the perimeter and then in the middle because it does disperse really well. I don't know what I should say for our measurement, y'all, but just watch and see. So what do we want to say? About half of the bottle? About half of the bottle for an entire pan like this. Pretty good measurement. All right, so now I'm just going to work that teriyaki sauce around, really stir in my vegetables and my meat. Okay guys, as you see, that teriyaki sauce is really working in. So now I'm going to cover it up and put my stove on low just so it could simmer a little bit and allow that flavor to work within. And then we'll be back for a little taste and wrapping this video up. Okay, so I just turned the stove off and it's time to serve our plate. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That looks amazing. Do y'all see just how good and just, let me zoom in a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Look too good, y'all. Hey y'all, another angle. I'm back, okay? Meal is done. I have my serving and then 2 bowls for lunch. Kitchen is clean and your girl is about to go in for a bite. Let me grab a thumbnail real quick. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god. Baby, slow down. Wait a minute. Listen. Is anybody into ASMRs? I hope you all enjoyed the very first episode of Good Eats with Shanice. I had a really good time filming this, y'all. It was fun. The recipe is super simple, very easy, and it's quick, y'all. You don't have to do a lot to achieve this meal, and if you're looking for something tasty but a little more on the healthy side, it's the perfect thing. You guys can substitute the shrimp for chicken, or if you want to use steak, whatever the case may be, you can gear this recipe towards what works out best for you. Even if you wanted to add in maybe rice or do a potato on the side, really have fun and play around with this recipe, y'all. It has become one of my favorites since I've been on this lifestyle change, you know. Turn to the side and I disappear. It's just a healthier choice of something good and tasty that you can eat. You guys already know the drill. You made it this far. Go ahead, thumbs this video up, comment your thoughts down below, and anything else that you would love to see me eat. Follow me over on my Instagram because I do a lot of boomerangs for the meals that I'm cooking throughout the week, and maybe you guys would want to see one of those full out here on my channel. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, baby, and tap the bell before you leave. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.